To go look at Twitter Reacts or Reacts as we call it, Reacts. I guess we can start looking at that and we can bring that on. We're looking at Jaco, who tweeted, "If you don't appreciate Kulu in this team, you're not understanding football. He's our most important forward so far, constantly creating chances and superiority on the ball. He can handle the pressure of multiple defenders without losing the ball. His ball retention is elite." And I think those things do go under the radar when people are assessing Kulusevski, because I think those things, they look easy, but they are actually very difficult to do on the football pitch. And I think Kulusevski does it to a really, really high level. And although his maybe his finishing or assist making hasn't been top notch, I think those aspects of the game aren't as quantifiable as maybe goals and assists, and I think they do go under the radar.
Yeah, it's definitely a case to say that, but again, like you need to be doing better in your end product. And look, I know he's got a few goals over the past month or so, which is fair enough, but I think, like, in this game specifically, he was doing such good work in terms of his ball retention, dribbling ability, taking on his man, and being just a sheer physical presence up there. But I felt like he just needs to do better in terms of his end product and actually delivering for us on the big occasion.
Yeah, agreed. Hopefully that starts to improve as the season goes on. Next up, Spurs Express, looking at the numbers of Pedro Porro's game against Liverpool. He got an 8.3 on SofaScore, 86% pass accuracy, 6 out of 6 successful tackles, 7 out of 10 ground duels, 1 out of 1 aerial duels, 3 chances created, and 6 recoveries made. So, but then he says, but he can't defend. I think that goes to show maybe he's proving a lot of people wrong there.
Pedro Porro is a top right back, man. He really is. And as I keep saying, growing week on week in a Spurs shirt. I've got to say, he's probably one of the best right backs in the Premier League. Who's been better than him in the Premier League at right back?
So far this season, I can't think of anyone. I think he's been sensational. I think he's had a phenomenal start to the Premier League season. Going forward and defensively, I think he's really shown both sides to his game. So couldn't be happier with his performances so far.
It's the defensive side that's even more impressive than the attacking side, because we knew he had the attacking thing in him. We know that. We've seen that all last season, but we've never seen the defensive side, and unbelievable.
Yeah, 100%. He actually seems to be thriving defensively as opposed to just like getting by as well, which is really, really impressive. Next up is this video from Vicario celebrating the winner, and it's from Hotspur Edition. It says, "Vicario is slowly becoming one of my favorite players. This video is just beautiful, and look how he just drops to his knees and celebrates that last-minute winner. Absolutely phenomenal from Vicario. You just love to see it. So there is Vicario celebrating. It's just absolute scenes, and there's going to be a lot of scenes in this Twitter React. So keep your eye out for that, but absolutely phenomenal from Vicario. You just love to see that celebration as he drops to his knees, and I think he's probably like a lot of Spurs fans at that moment, just the relief coming over us, and he just stands there with his arms up for like 30 seconds. It's just absolutely brilliant from Vicario. Next up, it's quotes from Sonny after the game. He says, "I think the victory became more special because we scored in the last attack for 2 consecutive home games. I was impressed by the players' sacrifice spirit and their refusal to give up until the end. I really want to say thank you for everyone who worked hard until the end, both to the players and the fans." Lovely quotes there from Heung-min Son. Talking THFC says, we never effing give up. Come on, you Spurs. That's more C's as well. I think this is at the end of the game, maybe the final whistle. So that is I think so. Yeah, it's just great scenes in the ground there. You can see phenomenal stuff. Spurs OTM said vibes right now. That's probably Richarlison. That was all of us probably going into the night at the end of the game. That was definitely Richarlison, I think, going in the end of the game, 100%. You just love to see it. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. Definitely vibes. That's a video from Ricardo again, which we can breeze past. Next up is the interchange between Cuti Romero and McAllister on Instagram, which was great to see. McAllister says McAllister replied to a Romero post on Instagram saying it's normal when you play against 12 men. Obviously, it's Romero celebrating the win, and Romero replies to him and says, "Go cry at home." So Romero having none of it with his Argentinian compatriot. So you absolutely love to see that. Absolutely love to see that for Romero, taking no shit just like he does it on the pitch. This video has been taken down, so you can breeze over that. This is scenes, a lovely picture of Romero jumping into the crowd at the end of the game. I think that you can see who's at. Ashley Phillips is there, Richarlison's in the middle of the melee, everyone just jumping into the crowd. Absolutely incredible. Bassoum is there as well.
Passion,
what a moment. Is that Jamie Donnelly I see there just under Bassouma as well? I think that's Jamie Donnelly as well, absolutely getting involved in it. And the fans are just going wild in the background. These pictures you absolutely love to see. This is Sonny and Maddison after the final whistle, just showing their passion, celebrating together as part of the leadership group. Absolutely phenomenal as well. And I just love these videos. I don't know who's capturing them, but I love watching these videos at the end of games. This is from Cho on social media. I think he's the one. I think it must be him, because he looks like he's uploaded it himself, so it must be him capturing it at the end of the games. I just love these videos of Heung-min Son just showing his passion at the end of the games. It's absolutely
the togetherness in this squad is something special. It really is. Like, I haven't seen a squad this together for so long now, and couple that with the fans and the mentality of the fans and how loud we've been all season. I mean, it is gearing up for a really special era at Spurs now.
100%, and Son to head that era as well. I can't think of a better person to do it, and I just love how his smile is so infectious, and his passion, he doesn't hide from it, does he? He loves to show it on the pitch, and that's what you love to see. I hate to go back to Kane and compare it, but Kane was always obviously a leader by example. He was always very much like a reserved figure, wasn't he, Harry Kane? He wasn't really one to show outward amounts of passion like Heung-min Son does. So I just love it's creating more of that connection there. I love this. Look at Mickey van der Ven's reaction to the winner as well. He just absolutely drops it. He just can't believe it. He's just done after we scored that winner. That reaction to the goal is absolutely phenomenal from Mickey van der Ven. Absolutely love to see it. He's probably a lot of Spurs fans. The next one is Ange Postecoglou. That was his post-match.
First, just reflect on the result.
His post-match after the Sky Sports games. After the Sky Sports, his interview with the. Oh, it's not the full thing. He's just. I don't know what I've liked here.
This is a fan in the background shouting, "Ange, I love you."
Oh, brilliant! Absolutely brilliant. I don't know if you can hear it, but there you go. There you go. People can hear it. Lovely. This is a brilliant picture after the winner. Incredible picture from Spurs. You see Porro's taken off his shirt at the bottom left, and all the players running over. The fans are going crazy. The Liverpool players have dropped to their knees. Not to say it's like a similar situation, but it reminds me of that Ajax picture when you just see Lucas Moura running over and all the Ajax players have dropped to their knees. It's reminiscent of that, but absolute phenomenal picture there. Lucas Moura.
I love that from Porro, though. Like, he's not even like the goal scorer. I know it's an assist for an own goal, but he takes off his shirt and shows his name to the fans. I was like, come on, man.
Absolutely brilliant. Lucas Moura enjoyed that last-minute winner from Spurs, just spamming COYS as he loves to do. You love to see it. Van der Ven and Romero having some communication on Instagram. Van der Ven commenting on Romero's post saying "boss," and Romero replies says "Mickey Mouse" with some heart emojis. I love Romero on Instagram. Brilliant. This is Son with coming over to the South Stand after the game and showing his passion. Is an absolutely brilliant video. You love to see Heung-min Son after the game. It's becoming a ritual now. Heung-min Son coming over to the Spurs fans after the game and them going absolutely crazy. I just absolutely love Heung-min Son. What a man! It's
going to be such a shock to the system when we lose a game.
We're not losing. Come on, we're going the season unbeaten. Billy T says, "I've never witnessed scenes like this this in my life. Absolute scenes at the end of the game. And this is after the game as well. And again, what I love with what we've been doing this season after wins is playing all these party anthems after the game, and it's just becoming a party at the end of games, and everyone's going crazy. And it just gives the wins just more of a sense of occasion every time now. And absolutely loving that. It's great. I have to give credit to the club, and also Return of the Shelf and all the other guys who are in contact with the club about improving the atmosphere. I think they're doing Spurs song sheets as well. They're doing a great job, because I'm pretty sure they've been part of these initiatives to get all these to improve. Like the trumpet before the game, it really gives tingles down my spine when I hear the trumpet and you hear Spurs singing when the Spurs before kickoff as well. And they're really doing a great job, because the atmosphere is just unbelievable at the moment at the ground, especially after wins like this. And the scene's incredible.
No, it's nothing like the cringy North London Forever, when they're not even like originally from North London. So this is like more unique and more what's the word I'm trying to look for? I don't know, but it's much better.
It's much better. Tottenham with another fan. Look, there's some phenomenal pictures coming out, but they said the journey continues. There's another phenomenal picture of the Spurs players jumping into the crowd here, and you can zoom in on all these faces. Just unbelievable. I just love to see all these the unbelievable jubilation on the Spurs fans' faces is incredible. Romero's jumping to the crowd. Incredible scenes at the end of the game. I think we looked at this picture already, so we can go over it. Romero tweeting after the game says, "This team has great spirit, great heart, always like this, all together at Spurs official." Some great pictures of Romero after the win as well. Look at him taking a picture of him wiping out Sally. Yeah, gotta love it. He loves it. He just loves it, doesn't Romero? A bit of shithousery. Next picture from Spurs again, our captain, and this is pictures of Heung-min Son just jubilant after the game. Never going to get bored of that sunny smile. Best smile in football, 100%. What a guy. And again, considering
he just warms my heart, man. This guy just warms my heart.
Absolutely brilliant. This is from Spurs Watchers. I've never seen a more unfair game. Yeah, cry more, Jurgen, cry more. Absolutely love to see it. This was after the game as well. This is also sent tingles down my spine when they played Angels after the game. Also becoming now a post-match tradition, with Ange Postecoglou getting serenaded by the Spurs fans after the game, and it's unbelievable. And I remember I got a few texts from my Australian friends they sent me that clip, and they just said, this is just absolutely epic. And they're not even Spurs fans. They're just like, I've got some Aussie friends, they're just watching it and they just can't believe it as well. And I'm just loving those moments after games. It's incredible how we serenade Postecoglou. Fantastic stuff. Lee McQueen tweeting a picture of Vicario. We saw the video, but it's a great picture capturing the moment in time. Big up Lee McQueen. A brilliant picture from Vicario as well, with his hands in the air. Lias, if you know Lias from SDS, he was saying Porro was excellent today. I thought he's giving Porro his dues. You love to see it. This video from Van de Ven we saw already. The Romero thing we saw already. This is James Maddison saying goosebumps once again. He's absolutely loving life. Another great picture coming out from the game, him celebrating Basuma. This is, I think, when he was dancing with the fans after the game as well. So you absolutely love to see that. COYS says, I really don't want to hear Liverpool fans claim corruption. And here's a picture of all the bad decisions we've gotten over the years against Liverpool. Jota should have been sent off last season. The fake handball in the Champions League final, which should never have been given. This is the next one, Robbo against Tanganga, which was a clear red card, which wasn't given at the time. And this was Heung-min Son, which wasn't offside, which was given offside at Anfield under Mourinho as well. So we've had our fair share of bad decisions against Liverpool, it's fair to say. Definitely right.
Exactly. They got what they deserved yesterday, Liverpool. So suck it and see.
100%. We went through Porro's stats. We can already, so we can go through over that one. We've liked a lot of things. So apologies if there's some double likes. This is Pedro Porro, a crucial role in our winner. Brilliant picture, him celebrating that last-minute winner. And Pedro Porro himself says, "Sorry to those who have me in the fantasy team. The emotion at the end was inevitable." I think that's because he got booked for taking off his shirt. So he's apologizing to everyone, but it had to happen. It had to happen. And there is a picture of him taking off his shirt. Brilliant stuff. Fuad, big up Fuad. No, definitely not. No need to apologize. Fuad, big up to him. He says, don't care how you get it, just make sure you get it. Hold tight, the 3-point collectors. And it's another great picture after the game of the players celebrating. I never get bored of any of these pictures at the end of the games. It's absolutely brilliant. There's Maddison in the center of things. Sonny, you can see Sonny and Sarr also struck up an unbelievable relationship, haven't they? They look so together. It's unbelievable. Man. Yeah, it's so
the
true.
The whole squad is just so together. Just so together. It's just so great to see, isn't it? Because we've like I keep saying, it's just been complete flip 180. It's gone from everything was fractured, from fan base to club to players to everything, and now everyone just seems so together. It's just so great.
Axel THFC says Klopp is so unlikable. We haven't forgotten about this, and this is Klopp after Jota should have been sent off last season. Says wanting Jota off the pitch, worry about other stuff. So you worry about other stuff apart from offsides, mate. Worry about keeping your players on the pitch, mate. You can do one, yeah. You can do.
And you know what, Liverpool, yeah, they've had 4 red cards already this season.
Yeah,
ain't anything new as well.
Well, to be fair, I think one of them was overturned after the fact, wasn't it? I think the McAllister one. Yeah, and then those two yesterday, they can have a bit of complaining, but look, there's definitely something weird going on with Liverpool and the red cards. Pi Sports Booze says debate over. It was well onside, and here's the definitive proof. Well onside for Luis Diaz. Dale Johnson talking about the VAR process. We've spoken about it before, but essentially what he was saying was the VAR thought that the on-field decision was given onside. So when VAR was checking the goal, they were checking for it to confirm the onside. And what happened was the decision was offside. So when they said check complete, they thought they were confirming a goal, but what happens was they were confirming an offside. So it was a bit of a shit show from VAR. But if you want to go read the thread, that's from Dale Johnson on Twitter. Here's the bench's reaction to the last minute winner. Absolute scenes as well. Brilliant video. You can see Postecoglou with his arms in the air, Sonny running down the touchline. It's a brilliant video again from Cho, so it must have been him uploading it. Unbelievable video of the last minute scenes from the players on the bench running over. There's Fraser Forster jumping in as well. Absolutely love to see it. I just love these videos. I've been watching them all night. It's been absolutely brilliant. Brilliant reactions again.
I think I was up till like 3-4 in the morning watching them.
Literally. It's unbelievable scenes. What's Richarlison? I don't know what I'm looking. This Richarlison's like putting his arms up. I don't know who he's shouting at. Alisson. Alisson's going up to him complaining about something, and Richarlison's having words with him, which is great to see. And yeah, unbelievable video. Tottenham Feed says good night all, and that's again scenes at full time. The Son celebrating with all the players. Fantastic stuff. I don't know if we can show because that's from Sky Sports. But look, Paddy Power says the man in charge of the VAR for Spurs versus Liverpool. And there's Jermaine JENAS in the VAR room just doing the VAR. Fantastic stuff.
Big up, JJ.
Big up to him. David Ellis says suck it in. And there's Basuma. I think he celebrates with his young child coming onto the pitch after the game. I think this is the moment that he comes on, I think, if I remember rightly. I think we see it here. Basuma. Yeah. It's a really lovely, heartwarming moment with him. There we go. And he brings him onto the pitch. Lovely, heartwarming moment. Look at that on his shoulders. These are the moments that they all remember for a long time. Lovely stuff.
Absolutely.
And I just hate the celebration, please. I saw the celebration, please, out like, oh my God, Basuma's celebrating with his son on the pitch after a win against 9 men. Look, disgrace. Was like, oh, obviously, go over yourself, people. Honestly. Just allow people to enjoy the moment. Got a last minute win against Liverpool and people complaining there were scenes, honestly. People need to get a life. Daily Hotspur says Salah challenge complete at 20 years of age. Destiny Udogie is looking like one of the best talents around. And not going to disagree with that. Hotspur related says Tottenham now beaten all 25 teams they have played in the Premier League at the new stadium. So it looks like Liverpool was the last one. That was
I was actually thinking about that yesterday. Because we hadn't beaten Man United and we hadn't beaten Liverpool. I was only thinking about the top 6, but impressive that's all 25.
100%. Finally got those records. KESP35 says this was the, in quotations, foul that led to the Liverpool goal. By the way, don't see any Liverpool fans mentioning this one. And Udogie clearly getting the ball, and not sure why the referee gives a foul here. Maybe because there was a bit of afters, but not don't know what Udogie can do with that. So I think that was, and he got a yellow card for that as well. So I think that was a bad decision from the referee.
Not yet on that.
Exactly. This one, the video is gone. These were scenes after the game, fans going absolutely mental. Absolutely love to see it. The fans were just jumping up and down. It was great to be a part of it. And the last one, I think, the last one is Dan giving Ben his prop. Says, so Ben was right. We actually got 4 points in the end from those 2 games. So there we go. Ben getting his props on Twitter. People don't forget.
4 points minimum, people.
Forget. And that is Twitter Reacts. And before we end the show, I want to just give a bit of a mention to this very heartwarming story that we got emailed for actually before the game, and we've got some pictures. We'll bring on the pictures in a sec, but I want to just read out the story just to give context to the viewers for this. So we got this text from a charity called Anthony Nolan about a young teenage Tottenham fan who's going to his first ever game with a man who gave him his second chance at life. And I'm just going to read out the story because I thought it was it was a very emotional story, and I thought it's good to give it a bit of good to end the show on a very heartwarming story. So here's the background to 15-year-old Rupert and his donor Billy. After a random blood test to check on recurring headaches, Rupert was diagnosed with a rare blood disorder called I'm going to absolutely butcher this, myelodysplasia, with monosomy, aged just 7 years of age. Despite a year of treatment at Great Ormond Street, doctors told Rupert's family that the stem cell transplant was his only chance for a cure. Luckily, Anthony Nolan found a donor for Rupert on the register, and he has had his life-saving transplant in 2016. Rupert was soon back to his old self and is now an active 15-year-old. 2 years later, when Rupert turned 10 years of age, he and his family were about to meet Rupert's donor Billy in an emotional meeting captured in 2018. Rupert and Billy have continued a close friendship ever since. Holly, Rupert's mum, says it's like he's gained another son. Rupert got into football a few years ago and loves Tottenham, the same team as Billy, his donor. Despite being a huge fan, he has never been to a game before this Saturday, with Billy taking Rupert to his first ever game. Holly, who's Rupert's mum, thought that his choice to support Tottenham was slightly random, but when she asked why he has chosen to support Tottenham, he said it's because of the team that's Billy supported, who is his donor. So going to the game together was a really special moment for them. Billy and donors like him are part of the Anthony Nolan's League of Lifesavers. From Arsenal to York City, everyone has a football team that they are loyal to. But what if they all had a common goal in mind for change? A goal to save more lives. It shouldn't matter who you support or where you come from. What should matter is the patients with blood cancer or blood disorder should all be given an equal opportunity of a second chance of life. The more people that sign up for Stem Cell Register and join this league, the League of Lifesavers, the more likely patients will find life-saving matches that they need. And actually, we have pictures of Rupert and Billy at the game yesterday in what was Rupert's first ever game at the Tottenham Stadium. And what a game to be at as well. And I just can imagine the scenes for them at the end of the game. And it's just a very heartwarming story, which I found we could end the show. And there's Rupert and Billy at the ground before the game. There they are outside the ground as well. And I think we have a video, in fact, of them celebrating the big up to those two. Big up for Billy for being an unbelievable donor. Big up for Rupert as well, making his first appearance at the Tottenham Stadium. So if you do want to go check out Anthony Nolan and the League of Lifesavers, check out on their website, which is www.anthonynolan.org. But big up to Rupert and Billy. And I just want to end the show on a very heartwarming story. So big up to both of those guys.